Hare Krishna. I'll read a story named This Too Shall Pass, which shows us the value of maturity. Once there lived a king who ruled his kingdom fairly. One day, a great sage came to his kingdom. The king lovingly served the sage and offered him a comfortable place to rest. Seeing the king's sincerity, the sage spoke. O king, he said, I am pleased with your service and I would like to grant you a boon. The king replied, O great sage, what can I ask for? By the Lord's mercy, I have everything that I need. But the sage was insistent, and so the king said, If you so desire, then please give me a blessing that I will always be peaceful and happy in any situation, neither overjoyed by victory nor saddened by failure. The sage smiled at the king and handed him a ring. Always wear this ring, and it will help you at the time of need. The king bowed down and thanked the sage. Time passed by peacefully for the king until one day when his kingdom was attacked. The battle went on for quite a few days, and the king was losing the war. Nearly half of his army was killed, and the rest were losing hope. As the king looked at his wounded soldiers, he remembered the word of the sage and the ring which had been given to him. The king looked closely at the ring and noticed something was written on it. This too shall pass. He read. The words kept ringing in his ears. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. With new vigor, the king now encouraged all his soldiers to fight. Let's do our duty. Let's not care for victory or defeat. And eventually, the king and his men won the war. Years went by. The king by now had conquered many lands. He had thousands of soldiers and animals. His treasury was overflowing. Everybody bowed down to him. Due to these reasons, the king slowly became proud. He was no longer kind and gentle. He mocked at people and looked down upon others. The king's wise ministers tried to give him good advice, but the king gave a deaf ear to all of them. He became more and more proud and arrogant. The citizens started fearing and hating him. The wise ministers stopped coming to his place. One night, the king had a strange dream. He saw the sage, but the sage wasn't smiling. Gravely he said, O king, have you forgotten the message of the ring? The king woke up. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. The ring shone back at him. Oh, what a fool I have been! How could I have forgotten the message? All the opulence, fame, and victory that I have are only temporary. It is because of the mercy of the Lord. Why should I be proud? Now, I will try to change my behavior. I must call back all my ministers and apologize to them. From that day onwards, the king became calm and peaceful once again, and the citizens in the kingdom were satisfied and happy. Happiness and distress in this world come and go like the summer and the winter seasons. One should not become either elated or depressed by them, as they come to pass very soon. Similarly, we need the courage by God's grace to remain equipoised in success and failure and not get carried away in times of success. Success is not acquisition to perishable objects, but in cultivating godly qualities that can bring true inner joy for oneself and happiness to others. Thank you, Hare Krishna.